You want to hear my new slogan, my new motto? It's don't fight dragons, become one. Read NALA Saga. It's kind of salesy, but like I kind of love it. As some of you know, I've gone full Tolkien and decided to make a language, which means that I've been giving myself a BFA in linguistics. Thank you, YouTube. I read this excerpt 1 or 2 videos ago, just made some changes. I'm going to talk about what those changes are after I read you the updated excerpt. The main thing for all you grammar and linguistics nerds out there is I've decided to make it an ergative language. I'm sure that it's got mistakes in it, and I'll be working on them. But if you punch in anthonyleephillips.com, takes you to the Start Here chapter, anthonyleephillips.com. And when you click Start Here, it'll say, once upon a moonful night, there was a girl who was an orc. She had gold-slitted eyes and dark green skin. Her black hair, when light touched it, drank it in. And when she turned 11, she began to have true dreams. The circle turns, the circle turns, the circle turns again. O the grap ok gath morgu, agmukra ok wanini ba ok urk. Agiari oaja sliditsij, nasegani gri, lagled nul baja, agshej oazalvaga, agil oalagled oazalva, vel agdur a onini waiga ogana, ag urdiari oaja, rayu, turka okwai. Turka o guai guai, Turka o guai guai guna. And then the dream sequence starts. So the big difference that I've made here is I've decided that this is going to be what you call an ergative, absolutive aligned language. And all that means is that I mark the subject and not the object. That's it. So when you have one noun in a sentence, you've got a verb and a noun. Most languages, you don't have to mark them, and certainly not in English. In English, we call it an accusative language because when you have two nouns, you mark the one being verbed. So I hit him, he hit me. I don't say I hit he. I've got to change he to something else. I hit, and the person who is being hit, he gets its own new case, what you call a case. It's weird in English because we've borrowed from a lot of different things, and the cases are corrupted is probably a bad way to say it, but it is how it is in my head, so I'm just going to use that term. It's been corrupted, so like I hit he, no, I hit him. He hit I, no, that doesn't work either. He hit me. He hit me. There's a new version of the word I when I am the object of a sentence, when something is happening to I, right? That's an accusative language. There are a bunch of languages which are ergative, which is like I'm going to mark the person who's doing the action. Me hit he. Him hit I, right? It sounds weird, but what you're doing is you are marking the person who's doing the action in some way. In the case of English, you're changing the word entirely. But in a lot of languages, you'll just add a prefix or a suffix, which is what I chose to do with Orcish. So when there are two nouns in a sentence, when there's one noun, no marking necessary. But vel agdur o onini waiga ogana, when she turned 11. When she turned 11 years, right? When, vel, agdur, ag is the past tense, and that's attached to the verb. So there are no conjugations of verbs. You just attach whatever tense it is to the front of the verb. O, which is like a the word. The, o is the, ok is a thing, ok thing, the thing, o thing. And then ua is what I chose to be that, what you call an agent marker. It's the marker of like the person verbing the verb. O, the, nini is girl. And to show that she is the one who's doing the turning, I say ua, o, Onini o Onini. Vel Agdur o Onini. Waiga years Ogana. 11. Vel Agdur o Wanini Waiga Ogana. Another example here. Agshej, past tense, to touch. Wazalva. So this is like the light. Zalva is light. The light is the agent doing the touching. G, and G here I'm referencing back a line to Lagled, which is the word for hair. And this is her black hair when light touched it, drank it in. Agshej wazalvaga. So the object comes last, but also to emphasize that the light is doing the touching, wazalva. So that's the big change that I made. It might seem minute, but it actually it changes a lot of the sentences, and I'm very excited. I'll show you. So I've been dropping things. I've been adapting Orclore into Orcish, and this is what my process looks like for it. This is what it will look like later. So excerpt, syntax, and then I go from syntax to the sounds, and then I go from the sounds to the writing. It takes me a long time to do this, but if I can just, like what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting all my four squares set up, and then I'll do one pass where I do all of the grammar. I just stay in grammar mode and I go through, and then I do the hard part, which is going from grammar to sounds, which is like deciding what the words are going to be, deciding what the lexicon is, the dictionary. The lexicon is the hardest part, just because it's time consuming, but it'll take less time if I have, I've gone through the grammar and I can just go through and say, I need a word for this. In a way, it's the most fun part too. And then once I've got the sounds, like turning it into the alphabet is actually really easy, is what I'm finding. I wanted to make a barbarian alphabet, and I think I kind of did. I think I kind of worked it out. So that's what I've been working on. I appreciate you. See you later.